ADA, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis in my last video, since we have been looking for buy since the price was within this move, that's why when the price was within here, we mentioned whatever the trade we have to manage within this move. That's what, and we mentioned if we want to look for buy, we have to get the trade set up because we mentioned the price broke the already previous stop based on daily chart. That's why I was keep talking about the looking for the proper trade setup of the correction. And this is what we get. As you can see, the price reverse. Okay, no question is whether we can, this is the only correction. And this is the start of the reversal. We can look for buy, or this one can turn to a correction for continuation. Okay, anyway, we move to daily chart. You want to see what we have based on daily chart. As you can see, based on daily chart, price broke the previous top, but it turned to a candle with a shadow. Okay, we want to see by the end of the day we will have this one or not, because every time we get the candle couldn't break, we get the reversal. That's why we need to be aware this is the corrective for one more drop, and we can expect any drop or deeper correction similar to any of this. That means we will be within this correction for a longer time, or this is the start of the up move. That's why I mentioned buying above the top, we need to be quite careful. And even if you put this one in relative to any of this, if you refer to the indicators, we see that we have a divergence. By the way, we cannot confirm by the divergence the price is going to either to drop or move for the bigger correction. The only thing is we want to see if we want to trade, we need to be quite careful. And whatever the trade we get within this move, we have to start to manage, because the price tag and break, but the reverse, we didn't see the continuation. Anyway, we want to see how we can trade it. If we move to forward chart, right now we're looking at this move. Okay, now the question is whether we're going to get the correction for continuation or we're getting the down move, continuation for the down move. I mean, what we are going to get, either correction for buy or for sell. Okay, right now we cannot confirm. And as we can see, the price sharply reversed. Now we want to see whether we can get the reversal for price to retest the top or not. Okay, what I want to say is that right now we cannot confirm. Either we are going to get the continuation for the up move, or we can expect the price to drop and become, I mean, the deeper. Okay, because similar to what we get here, we get the sharp move, we get the correction, then the price drop again. Now, can we expect here we get the correction for one more drop? All right, no. That's why when the price was within this move, we mentioned if we want to look for buy, we have to have a proper trade setup. Now, what we can expect, we cannot confirm right now. The only thing is every time we get this kind of the move, the price reverse. And now the thing is still we can expect to get the deeper correction. Anyway, and even if we move to the indicators, we don't have any information. Okay, and if we put this one in relative to this, what we have based on the indicators, we see we have a divergence. But based on this one, we don't have it. Okay, anyway, what we can see is that if we want to look for buy, we have to wait and get the proper correction. That's why it's better we move to 1 hour chart. What I can say, for me, if I want to look for trade for buy, if there is a continuation, if I get the flag, I will take the trade. And with the breakout of this top, I will start to manage. And the another option, if the price continue from here with a sharp move, having a trade above this. But having a trade above this is very risky. The only way is we have to be in front of the chart. If the price tag within the first hour we see it's not moving, we take out the trade. But how about if this one, but right now what we have here is quite sharp. How about if turn to a corrective move, then we are not going to sell, but even we are not going to look for buy. Okay, because what I get here is quite reversal sharp move. That's why even if I get a correction, it turned to a correction, I won't sell it. I just wait and see what we get. Right now, I cannot confirm because similar to what we get here. Even as we can see, the price reversed quite sharply, later drop. That's why we mentioned if you want to look for buy, we have to get the flag. But even for me, there was no opportunity to look for sell here unless we have entry above this, because the waist reverse was quite sharp, not the corrective. Okay, and similar to that, we are getting here. What we see right now, we see the reversal. That's why if we want to look for buy, we need to get the flag for next move. Or if it reverses really sharp, having entry above this. But having entry above this, we want the price break and continue, because simply the price can tag and turn to a flat. Okay, and if this one move a bit higher, we see the price is going to drop, we wait for the drop, then from there, after the price is dropped, if we get the reversal, we can look for buy. But selling, what I want to say there, we are not going to look for sell here, because the way it's reversing is quite sharp. Okay, and anyway, the only thing is, if we want to look for buy right now, we need to be quite careful, because the price are most at the top. Okay, and as I mentioned, how we can look for buy. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. The only thing is, right now we need to know whether this is the only correction in relative to this, or we're going to get more complex correction. That's why if we get any buy, we consider as a short term, as long as the price haven't break this top. And even if the price broke, we want to see how sharp is moving. If it's continues a sharp move, is good. But if it turns to a really corrective, this is where we have to start to manage. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share.